I feel awakened.
I am a vegan, you are a loser.
How do you do it? How do you do it, watermelons? Day 12. Miracles. Frickin' levels. I've leveled up as a human being. Farting still. That's fun. I don't mind. The filth that is coming out of me still. I can't believe it. When I did my first juice fast, I've done many like 1 to 3 day ones, but when I did that 13-day one after finding John Rose, I was like, I'm doing that hero's journey. We're going for it. I was flushing out like crazy. Some nasties were coming, but I was like raw vegan back then. And by day 8, it felt like I was just pooing juice. Like nothing more was coming. But now we've been on a strange journey. Carnivore in Thailand, starch-based vegan, possibly worse than carnivore. I'm just throwing it out there. That was a nightmare. Fun times. Nights were marred. So I've been building some gunk up, and still to this day I'm pooing solids 12 days in. Some freakish things have happened. Post down below what day you're on. I know a bunch of you have started your feast as well. Sorry for not like announcing it the day. All my videos are kind of delayed. I have like 3 made right now, so we're on a timeline separation here. Time doesn't exist. Things are so different this fast than they were last one. 13 days, I was dead. I don't know how I pushed it those couple extra days even. Like I was just having so much diarrhea, even though I do have that at times. It's not like draining diarrhea, it's healing diarrhea. It's not the same where I'm just like dying, I can't stop it, I'm dehydrated. I'm like, what's happening to me? And I was so weak starting off. Like I started off raw vegan. I forget what I was, like 128 pounds or something starting. So we've built up a buffer zone. I got strong eating meat. I built that strength, and now we can fast for 90 years, probably, and be fine. And I will. You thought that little baby juice was my juice? Get real with yourself. That was just the spillovers. I might make a how to do a juice fast video for beginners, just every basic thing. I've done a bunch of fasting and this one's going so well. I feel like it's so easy. It's not much you have to know. Like what I'm doing, just to give you the cliff notes, 4 liters of fruit juice roughly and 1 liter of green juice right now. That's what I'm leaning with. And I do it in an 8-hour window. So I'm intermittent fasting 16 hours, 8 hours of juice, lots of diarrhea. Good times. I'm still supplementing vitamin D3 and B12 sometimes, and I do drink water when I wake up, and sometimes if I'm thirsty, sometimes you get thirsty drinking all this juice. It's weird. I feel like I'm hydrating the body, but it's also drying out at the same time as the acids release in a Dr. Morse-like hippie fashion. It dries the skin, so like they feel hydrated now, but earlier they were drying, my lips were, I got a cold sore. Things are freaking in my body, but in a good way, a healing hippie way, not a fruit bad detox bad way. So just to give you a little update, day 1 I was 143.8 pounds, and now I'm 139 pounds. So I've lost a little bit, but not much. It's mostly colon weight and a bunch of flubber. I don't think I've lost much muscle. I accomplished some interesting things today, video coming, maybe Monday. But so far, I'm sleeping deep. I do break out still. The gut feels so good. It feels like I'm finally giving my colon the rest it's deserved after all these years. I thought that's what the first juice fast was gonna give me, but it was like the bowel Olympics. I was just constantly 15 times a day, every 10 minutes, I'd be running to the bathroom, and now it's not. I've had days where I don't move anything, and I'm starting to see the patterns of like backing up here and then getting a little tired the next day, and then you release and it's like, oh God. And then you pick back up. For a little bit, I think it was day 7 and then 8 was much worse. Just my energy dropped. I was like, oh man, this is how I used to feel on the fruit-based diet. I was like, oh man, the sugar, oh, it's getting me. Or was it? No. Because after that day, I released some foul sulfur demons. And then the next day I was like, oh, I'm back up again. I changed nothing. I didn't up the juice. I did nothing different. You gotta ride the waves of detox, and I'm starting to see it now. It's just a delayed reaction. Build up, energy down, release, energy picking back up. Another load, it's like your body accumulates all this toxin shit and then holds it, then can we release it in time? Because there was a day I was constipated on like day 6. No movement. If you're doing this, I highly suggest you keep notes of everything. How's your energy? I have this little chart. It just says day 4, and then I say what juices I drank, how's my energy, how's my digestion, how's my skin, and then any observations. And so I write in that every day. So it was day 6, I had no bowel movement, and that's so weird on a juice fast. You'd think you'd be flushing like crazy. And then the next day I woke up and I was like, let's do an enema. Let's see what happens here. And I just released all this nasty. The nasties came out of me. And then I started feeling a little better. No, I didn't. I felt much worse for 2 days. And then I started feeling better. But that's the thing. Builds up. Ooh. Then release it. I'm color coding my days. So if it was a good energy day, it's a green. Yellow is a little worse. I got into the orange zone. That was bad. That was bad times. I was depressed and tired, and it was not good. Then we're back in the green, and pretty much every single day, I've had 1 yellow, 2 yellows, 1 orange out of 12 green-like days. And today's starting off green, I'll tell you that much. I've been releasing things that feel old and hard, like they've been there for a while, demon-like in their abilities. So I know I'm getting rid of old waste, and the gut feels so good. It's like it's the carnivore hack with no fiber but just juice, and you're actually healing now. Not to throw shade at my carnivore homies, I just had this revelation the other day. It takes no discipline to do a carnivore diet. It's very easy. It's very satiating. You're just basically gorging on delicious meat until your body's just like, okay, I can't digest any more of that. And you're satiated. Life is good. What in life rewards you when you have no discipline? All the best things happen when you discipline yourself, like fasting. Do you have the discipline to stop eating for 20 days? Like good things out, unless you break it with raw eggs. That would have been so beneficial if I didn't do that. But all the most like, oh, I'm gonna stop watching TV or stop going on the internet. I'm gonna discipline myself, and then miracles happen. You start to understand who you are. You find out, like, who am I? Nobody knows who we are. So, like, carnivore is just such an easy thing. You're gorging on fatty meat. Why would the universe reward you with amazing health for the easiest diet and killing animals? Come on now, how are you gonna ascend through the dome? I get it though, if you found relief in the carnivore diet, I understand you. I'm not trying to say you smell bad. You do. That's another thing I noticed. I smell so much better now. I was smelling like a goat. I had to get, like, I'm researching deodorants and like, what's the best one? I never had to wear deodorant. Now I'm like slathering it. I can't wear a shirt more than 1 day on the carny plan. Now I smell like fruit, unless the turmeric. I've noticed that one gives me a little Indian spice flavor. I'd be welcome over in India. But I really feel like carnivores could get with this. It's still no fiber. You're doing the right thing though, instead of killing, murdering little bunnies. It's the same basic thing, you just pee a lot more, and sometimes you flush weird things like slimy worms. I'll find a worm. Some people document their poos and like they're searching through it and they got gloves and like, I don't know that I want to go there. I do have a strainer, I'm thinking of it. I might go full John Rose into it and catch because I want to see something. When I do the psyllium husk, I might see if we can get that plaque out. There's still stuff, I feel it in there. We're not empty. The major concern that the carnivores are gonna have on this is the sugar. I can just tell you, you will eventually heal your sugar metabolism to where you're not getting the spikes. In the beginning, I was getting tired after the juices. Now I'm not. Just 12 days in. Like, you can heal diabetes in 12 days max. I'm not getting the tired, and my mental function is slowly coming. It still goes down a couple days and then back. Yesterday I felt a little slow. Today I feel a little better. I bet you by day 30, we're gonna be on fire mentally. I'm gonna finally clear that brain fog, because I had it still on the keto. It was better for the most part than on like vegan starch based. But now we're finally getting to the root. Get rid of the sludge. The meat just never got rid of the sludge. How are you gonna get rid of it? So just wanted to update you. So far so fantastic. And I'm gonna keep going till day 90. I don't care how much weight I lose. I don't want to lose weight, but It's gonna happen. I still look fantastic. That was me today. Get real with yourself. That's the ego speaking. I see it now. Get away. You don't need to be any more than you have to be. Just thumb up the video. I suppose you could thumb it down if you're eating squirrel meat right now. You made squirrel pancakes. You mix squirrel meat with eggs together. You fry them. And then you go out into the woods and eat them in front of squirrels. Just to rub it in. Because you're demon-like in your behavior. And you see somebody putting in the discipline by doing a juice fast, and you discourage them down below in the comment section. Yeah, I see you. I see you, don't I? You're not gonna heal. This is dangerous. You're gonna be so much worse. You're getting skinny. Oh no. Your hair's thinning. You're uglier now. Look at your skin. It's gonna happen. Skin hasn't... It felt pretty clear for a couple days. We're still trying to get rid of the keto rash up there. So far, so good. I was breaking out a bunch in the first 9 days, and now that calmed down, but then we got the big herpes visit. Thanks, herpes. I love you too. Come back anytime. I'm gonna leave after you buy a Vegetable Police t-shirt. I got a new badge. I remember my buddy made it for me, Grim Vegan. He made me this badge, and I went with the other one, the one we know and love. But then I looked at that one day. It was in an older video, and I was like, you know what? I like that. So I made a couple minor tweaks to the text and added a little logo, so it's available in the shop. T-shirts. I've ordered some, so fun times ahead. We still keep the Broccoli Man. He's a good guy. I'm gonna go subscribe on Minute.